Hey everybody, welcome back to the shop today. We got a little bit of ammo talk today that I think might be a little interesting. Um, maybe not. I mean, I think the topic is pretty much understood um, to be not shocking at all. But this is 303 British brass from my rebarrel P14 chambered in 303 British. And one thing I always heard, and reinforced by Redneck Preppy on YouTube, is the brass gets overworked in British rifles. Chambers are not well in spec. Headspace can be completely wackadoodle. Brass stretches real bad because of out of spec chambers and all kinds of stuff like that. So with a brand new barrel, brand new chamber, I wanted to see what the fired brass looked like when it came out, and I gotta say it's pretty not impressive, if you will. The brass looks absolutely fine. You can see just a real slight mark around the base of it where it actually transitions from the base of the cartridge into the walls of the cartridge, so the walls flare out just a little bit. But let's look at a few critical dimensions just from a cheap pair of calipers. And let's look at an overall length of 2.210. And if you just sneak the hook right over the top and to the bottom, it looks pretty much like the case did not expand at all lengthwise. And if we go from the base just up to, let's say, the top of the shoulder where it transitions to the neck, right about there. So let's look at 1.993. And we can just take the calipers, and it falls right on the same spot. So it doesn't look like there's any stretching of the brass at all. Now, if we come down here, and we're going to move just off the base into the wall, and we're going to be looking at 0.450, and roughly about the same spot we're getting 4.4 4.46 ish. Yeah, about 4.46. So about 4,000 swelling on the wall at near the base, and up near the shoulder. So the unfired case will line up right where the shoulder tapers down. So we've got right about 0.4, 405, 406. And we've got 0.407. So, not shocking at all with a brand new chamber. The brass really did not move very much at all. So, I'm hoping to actually get really good life out of this brass because I reload and wasting brass because you can only reload it a couple of times due to excess stress that's put on the 303 case is kind of a waste. But if it's a brand new barrel, very good headspace, and a really nice chamber, the brass doesn't move at all. So I thought that was kind of interesting to look at. I wanted to look at it because I know a lot of people who reload 303 British have said over the years that, the brass just doesn't last very long, and there's, chamber size issues, and there's headspace issues, which all lead to the degradation of the brass. And I'm not seeing any signs of that whatsoever. So let's hope for a long, happy life with my 303 British. And I'm 2 boxes in. And yeah, let's hope we get a lot of good life out of this P14. So now I want you to guess how many 30-06 cases makes up 13 pounds. Because I found a lot of mostly brand new. There are some once fired, it looks like. Maybe. That one might be. Yeah, okay. So there are some that have been fired, but the overwhelming majority is brand new virgin brass, and it is 13 pounds. So I'm going to sit here and sort it all, because a lot of it is supposed to be Lake City Match, which is very good brass. So let's see how many cases make up 13 pounds. I'll catch you back when I'm done. Alright, now, while you're guessing about how many cases of 30-06 are in 13 pounds, here's an interesting side note. So I load and shoot, more than anything else, 7.62 by 54R, and over the years I have collected up a ton of 54R brass. My favorite, of course, being Norma. Really a big fan of Norma brass, but that's aside. These 50 round boxes by Frankfurt Arsenal, listed as 270 and 30-06, used to be perfect, almost as perfect as you can get for 54R. Now the box is a little bit on the tall side, but it actually fits the brass pretty good, until they decided to change it. And here is the new box for the 270 and 30-06. The box is shorter, and all dimensionally completely different, and the 54R no longer fits well because of its rim diameter, and makes it a little problematic, and that is a bummer. But I did find another one that works. This is Barry's, and it's listed for the 4570 and Winchester short magnums, and this is loaded up with 54R, and this works perfect. You could not really get a better box. And they're actually very, very inexpensive. Now, it's 20 rounds versus 50. Not a big deal. But, dimensionally, this works out absolutely perfect. The downside, I also shoot 303 British, but it's just a little bit longer than 54R. So it does not fit in the new Barry's case. But I will find one that does, because we all like fancy cases for our ammunition. So, still on the hunt for one of these that works with 303 British, and I guess the hunt is still on. Alright, well, all the sorting and counting is done. We got 101 Federal cases 196 FA match, 138 Lake City match, 15 once fired Winchester, and 32 once fired World War II brass, for a grand total of 482 30-06 cases in a 13-pound box. Holy cow. Yep, now just got to get started reloading 30-06. Catch you on another video, guys. Bye.